Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going. Today we have predictions for 6 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Phoenix Suns and Minnesota Timberwolves. The Minnesota Timberwolves welcome the Phoenix Suns in a showdown that promises intrigue and intensity as both teams wrestle with inconsistency and unique challenges this season. With injuries and evolving rosters shaping their storylines, this clash offers plenty to unpack. The Suns came out strong this season, starting with a solid 9-2 record, but have hit turbulence, dropping their last 2 games. Their most recent outing, a frustrating 99-83 loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder, underscored the challenges they face without key players like Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. In that game, Phoenix stumbled out of the gate, managing just 14 points in the first quarter and finishing with a lackluster shooting percentage of 45.2%. Without Durant's dynamic scoring and Beal's steady presence, the Suns' offensive struggles have become glaring. Devin Booker has been the team's linchpin, averaging 22.5 points per game, but he'll need to elevate his play after a rough 20% shooting night against OKC. Beal's return remains uncertain due to a lingering calf issue, but when healthy, he's been effective, contributing 17.8 points per game and glimpses of his star-caliber play. Defensively, Phoenix has shown cracks, especially on the perimeter, where they rank among the bottom in the league, allowing opponents to shoot 36.5% from three-point range. Still, they've been solid at defending the paint, a strength they'll need to lean on to keep this game close. On the flip side, the Timberwolves are riding a wave of momentum after a thrilling 130-126 overtime win against the Sacramento Kings. Anthony Edwards continues to thrive as the face of the franchise, delivering a standout 36-point performance in the clutch. Edwards has been electric this season, averaging 28.4 points, 5.2 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 1.2 steals per game. While turnovers remain a small blemish on his stat line, his leadership has been a game-changer for Minnesota. Minnesota has largely avoided the injury bug, giving them an edge in continuity. Julius Randle, acquired in a significant trade, is still finding his rhythm but has shown promise, including a 26-point performance against the Kings. His contributions alongside Edwards bolster a Timberwolves team that's hungry for consistency. On defense, Minnesota has been solid, especially at defending the perimeter, where they limit opponents to 34.3% from deep, a stat that could spell trouble for Phoenix's shaky outside shooting. The game will likely hinge on the duel between Booker and Edwards. Booker needs to rebound from his recent struggles, while Edwards will look to maintain his hot streak and command of the floor. If Beal suits up, his scoring punch could keep the Suns competitive, but without him, Phoenix faces an uphill battle. Minnesota's home court advantage and healthier roster make them the favorites. With Edwards playing at an elite level and Randle settling in, the Timberwolves have the tools to exploit a weakened Suns lineup. Still, Phoenix isn't a team to be underestimated, even with their injury woes. I believe the Timberwolves have the edge to secure a win and cover the 7.5-point spread. However, if Beal plays, the Suns could narrow the gap and make it a closer contest. For those looking to play it safe, the under on 221.5 total points also looks like a solid bet given the defensive strengths and offensive uncertainties. The second prediction for today is for a game between the Miami Heat and Indiana Pacers. The Miami Heat and Indiana Pacers are set to clash once more at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, wrapping up their 2-game series. After Miami's commanding 124-111 win on Friday, both squads will aim to make critical adjustments to secure victory in this rematch. Despite being without their star forward Jimmy Butler due to injury, the Heat delivered a statement performance. Their dominance stemmed from exceptional efficiency on both ends of the floor. Shooting an impressive 51.7% from the field and racking up 16 steals, Miami forced Indiana into 20 turnovers, creating numerous scoring opportunities. They also held their ground in rebounding, which has been a weak spot for them this season. Bam Adebayo was the driving force for the Heat, posting a stellar 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals, setting the tone on both ends. Tyler Herro chipped in with 20 points, while Kevin Love added 15 points off the bench in a pivotal role. Miami's bench contributions and defensive grit were the difference makers in their victory. Interestingly, Miami has found success on the road this season, holding a 3-3 away record compared to a shaky 1-3 at home. Their ability to thrive in hostile environments continues to fuel their confidence as they prepare for this matchup. For the Pacers, Friday's loss exposed glaring issues. Despite shooting well, 51.2% from the field and 40% from beyond the arc, turnovers derailed their rhythm. The bench struggled mightily, contributing 15 of the team's 20 turnovers, with rookie Jarius Walker facing significant challenges against Miami's relentless defense. Indiana's starters didn't have much luck either. Miles Turner, a usual offensive anchor, managed just 9 points on 3-4-7 shooting. Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam carried much of the offensive load, but their efforts weren't enough without meaningful contributions from the supporting cast. For Indiana to turn the tables, they'll need a collective effort with fewer turnovers and tighter defensive execution. One positive for the Pacers was their edge on the boards, out-rebounding Miami. This is a potential area of exploitation for Indiana, especially given the Heat's lack of consistent rebounders outside of Adebayo. Second-chance opportunities could tilt the game in their favor if they capitalize on them. Heading into this rematch, Miami's game plan will revolve around their defensive pressure and turnover-forcing ability, which stifled Indiana's fast-paced offense in the first meeting. Adebayo's paint dominance and Herro's scoring will remain the focal points of their attack. On the other side, the Pacers need cleaner execution. Turner must step up, offering his usual floor-stretching and rim-protecting presence. Halliburton and Siakam will need support from players like Benedict Mathurin and Obi Toppin, whose offensive contributions are crucial. The bench, a liability in the previous game, must deliver a more composed performance. Coach Rick Carlisle's adjustments will be pivotal. Known for his tactical brilliance, Carlisle will undoubtedly address the turnover issues and aim to sharpen his team's spacing and ball security against Miami's aggressive defense. Expect the Pacers to focus on limiting mistakes and finding ways to maximize their rebounding advantage. While Miami has momentum, I believe the Pacers will respond with a sense of urgency. Rick Carlisle has a reputation for making effective adjustments, and I'm confident Indiana will approach this game with a renewed focus. I expect Halliburton and Siakam to lead the charge while Turner and the bench provide the needed spark. If the Pacers can clean up their turnovers and dominate the glass, they have a solid shot at not just winning, but covering the 2.5-point spread as well.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The third prediction for today is for a game between the Charlotte Hornets and Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers are set to host the Charlotte Hornets in what promises to be an electrifying showdown. Cleveland enters this game riding an unprecedented 14-game winning streak, showcasing their dominance under the leadership of new head coach Kenny Atkinson. On the other hand, the Hornets are coming off a hard-fought 115-114 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks, a game that highlighted their grit despite an otherwise turbulent season. The Cavaliers' success has been anchored by their offensive efficiency and stifling defense. They currently lead the league in shooting, hitting 52.1% of their field goals, and an impressive 41.8% from beyond the arc. Donovan Mitchell has been their undisputed leader, averaging 24.6 points per game and delivering in crucial moments. However, Mitchell will be sidelined for this game to rest, which means the Cavs will lean heavily on Darius Garland to carry the load. Garland, who averages 21.1 points and 6.6 assists per game, has the skill set to rise to the occasion. Another potential hurdle for Cleveland is the status of Evan Mobley, who is questionable due to illness. Mobley's consistent contributions of 17.8 points, 8.6 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game have been vital to Cleveland's dominance, particularly in protecting the paint. Charlotte's hopes rest largely on the shoulders of LaMelo Ball, their offensive engine and leading scorer, who is putting up an impressive 29.9 points per game this season. Although his performance against the Bucks was slightly below his usual standards, his 26 points were instrumental in securing the victory. The Hornets, however, lack consistency from the rest of the roster. Brandon Miller, their highly anticipated rookie, has struggled to adapt to the NBA pace, and the team's supporting cast has yet to show the reliability needed to compete with top-tier opponents. The Hornets could face additional challenges with fatigue, having just battled the Bucks in a grueling matchup the night before. Back-to-back games are never easy, especially when facing a Cavaliers squad that boasts one of the deepest and most balanced rosters in the league. Cleveland's ability to control the pace and their defensive intensity could be decisive factors in this contest. Although the Cavaliers were heavy favorites initially, Donovan Mitchell's absence has adjusted the spread to 11.5 points. Interestingly, the Hornets have fared well against Cleveland recently, winning 3 of their last 4 matchups and covering the spread in 5 of their last 7 games. Additionally, the Cavaliers have struggled to cover as double-digit favorites, with a 4-11 record against the spread in such situations over their last 15 games. In my view, Cleveland has the depth and defensive edge to maintain their undefeated streak, but this won't be a cakewalk. I believe Charlotte has enough fight to keep the score respectable and cover the spread. While I expect the Cavaliers to win outright, the Hornets could make this a closer game than many anticipate. My bet is on Charlotte to cover the 11.5-point spread. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Denver Nuggets and Memphis Grizzlies. As the NBA season heats up, all eyes are on the showdown at FedEx Forum this Sunday, where the Denver Nuggets square off against the Memphis Grizzlies. Both teams come into this matchup with something to prove. The Nuggets, sitting at 7-4, are looking to rebound after an unexpected loss to the Pelicans, a game where Nikola Jokic's absence loomed large. Meanwhile, the Grizzlies, at 7-6, are aiming to regroup after consecutive defeats to the Lakers and Warriors, hoping that home court energy can turn the tide. It's no secret, the Nuggets' success starts and ends with Nikola Jokic. The reigning MVP has been nothing short of phenomenal, averaging 29.7 points, 13.7 rebounds, and 11.7 assists per game this season. His presence transforms Denver into an offensive powerhouse, reflected by their remarkable plus double-digit point differential when he's on the floor. Denver's supporting cast, led by Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr., has been reliable, contributing to the team's top 5 offensive efficiency. They've been lethal from beyond the arc, hitting 39% of their threes, the third best mark in the league. Turnovers have also been kept in check, with just 13.7 per game, giving them a critical edge in tight matchups. However, their defensive struggles can't be ignored. They allow opponents to shoot nearly 47% from the field, which ranks in the league's bottom half. The Nuggets have dominated Memphis in recent history, winning 7 of their last 8 encounters. Their most recent clash was a convincing 126-111 victory, highlighting how well Denver can exploit Memphis' defensive weaknesses, particularly if Jokic suits up. The Grizzlies have had their moments this season, but consistency has been their Achilles heel. With Ja Morant sidelined, Memphis has leaned on Desmond Bane's scoring leadership and the promising play of G.G. Jackson, who's averaging 14.6 points and 4.1 rebounds. Defensively, they've been outstanding, forcing turnovers at a high rate and holding opponents to just 35% shooting from three-point range, among the best in the league. Offensively, though, the Grizzlies' inconsistency stands out, particularly from beyond the arc, where they shoot a subpar 34.1%. Their reliance on points in the paint makes them vulnerable if Denver's defense locks down the interior. Still, playing at home has been a boost for Memphis, with their energy and chemistry often peaking in front of their fans. This game revolves around one pivotal question: will Nikola Jokic play? If he's in the lineup, I'm confident Denver will take control and secure the win. Jokic's impact is undeniable. The Nuggets outscore opponents by 13.7 points when he's on the court, but plummet to a jaw-dropping minus 29.8 point differential without him. That 43.5-point gap is impossible to overlook. If Jokic suits up, Denver's perimeter shooting and offensive efficiency should overwhelm Memphis. But if he's out, Memphis' aggressive defense and home court advantage will likely tip the scales in their favor. Personally, I'm keeping a close eye on the injury report. If Jokic is cleared, I'm backing Denver all the way. If not, I'll take Memphis to cover with confidence. This one's simple. Jokic plays, Denver dominates. Jokic sits, Memphis rolls. The fifth prediction for today is for a game between the Houston Rockets and Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls will face off against the Houston Rockets this Sunday at the United Center, setting the stage for an exciting clash of contrasting basketball philosophies. The Rockets arrive with a wave of momentum, riding a 4-game winning streak and sporting an impressive 9-4 record. Meanwhile, the Bulls at 5-8 are looking to shake off their early season struggles, especially at home, where they've managed just one win in 5 outings. Houston's resurgence has been nothing short of remarkable. Just a few years removed from the league's basement, they've rebuilt their roster into a cohesive and disciplined unit. Alperen Sengun has been pivotal, averaging 17.3 points and 11.4 rebounds per game while showcasing his versatility as a playmaker. Jalen Green adds another dimension with his dynamic scoring, highlighted by a 28-point outburst against the Clippers. Their defense, however, has been the true anchor, ranking among the NBA's elite by suffocating opponents' shooting and limiting three-point opportunities. On the flip side, the Bulls have been wildly inconsistent, struggling to find any rhythm on either end of the court. Their defense, in particular, has been porous, allowing opponents to shoot at will and ranking near the bottom of the league in efficiency. A recent blowout loss to Cleveland underscored these struggles. However, offensively, they remain a threat. Zach LaVine has been in great form, dropping 31 points on 70% shooting in a victory over New York, while Nikola Vucevic and Kobe White provide complementary scoring and playmaking. The key to this game will be which team dictates the pace. The Bulls favor an up-tempo style, ranking among the league leaders in possessions per game, while the Rockets thrive in a more deliberate, defensive approach. Chicago will look to push the tempo and create early opportunities, but Houston's disciplined half-court defense could disrupt that plan. One matchup to watch is the battle in the paint between Sengun and Vucevic. Both big men bring unique skills to the table, and their ability to control the boards and facilitate offense will be critical. Additionally, LaVine's ability to stretch defenses will test Houston's perimeter discipline. This game has all the ingredients for a high-scoring shootout. Chicago's pace and offensive talent often lead to trading baskets, while Houston's methodical play still finds ways to rack up points when needed. Recent matchups between these two teams have seen me overhit consistently, and this one looks to follow the trend. I believe the Rockets have the edge due to their momentum and defensive discipline, but the Bulls' desperation and home court advantage make them a tough opponent. While Houston might escape with a narrow win, I expect the Bulls to cover the spread and for the total points to eclipse 232 in a thrilling back-and-forth battle. The sixth prediction for today is for a game between the Dallas Mavericks and Oklahoma City Thunder. The Oklahoma City Thunder and the Dallas Mavericks are set to clash in a highly anticipated matchup, rekindling their rivalry after last season's Western Conference semifinals where the Mavericks ousted the Thunder in 6 hard-fought games. Now, with Paycom Center as the battleground, Oklahoma City has a prime opportunity to settle the score. The Thunder have been nothing short of electric this season, storming to an 11-2 record that showcases their dominance. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been the centerpiece of this success, driving one of the league's most balanced teams. Defensively, they've been a fortress, especially at home, where they've consistently held opponents to minimal scoring while racking up commanding double-digit victories. However, no team is without flaws. The Thunder rank 19th in field goal percentage and 16th in three-point shooting, areas they'll need to shore up as the season progresses. Yet their exceptional free throw accuracy and ability to minimize turnovers have kept them in control. While the absence of rookie Chet Holmgren remains a setback, Jalen Williams and Luguentz Dort have stepped up defensively, adding grit and energy to an already relentless lineup. On the other side, the Mavericks come in with an 8-6 record that belies their potential. Luka Doncic continues to post MVP-caliber numbers, averaging nearly a triple-double, but the team has struggled to translate his brilliance into consistent wins. Rebounding has been Dallas's Achilles heel. They're ranked 21st in the league and have repeatedly faltered in clutch moments. The arrival of Klay Thompson promised to boost their offensive firepower, yet the chemistry between him, Doncic, and Kyrie Irving remains a work in progress. Close losses have defined their season, particularly during a tough road stretch where they fell short by razor-thin margins. This game could boil down to how well each team plays to its strengths. The Thunder must dictate the pace and lean on Gilgeous-Alexander's ability to exploit defensive lapses, especially given his stellar 31.5 points per game. Meanwhile, the Mavericks need to dominate the boards and find cohesion on the offensive end. Doncic, Irving, and Thompson must step up collectively if they want to take down Oklahoma City on their home turf. Against the spread, the trends favor the Thunder. They've been a bettor's dream at 9-4 overall and 5-3 at home. Meanwhile, Dallas has struggled, particularly on the second night of back-to-back games, a scenario where they've stumbled multiple times this season. I believe this game will underline the Thunder's rise as a powerhouse in the West. Their defense, home court advantage, and hunger for revenge should carry them to a statement win. I'm confident Oklahoma City will not only take this game, but also cover the minus 4.5 spread.